Everyone, this is Nibiru Watcher. It is January 8th, 2019, and a year ago, a flickering sun video commercial predicted programming. Let's watch the flickering sun, the fake one. There is a real sun, but let's watch the video. Why would they make a commercial like this?
Okay. Let's go.
$174 quadrillion watts of fake sun power.
It's over there. I think it's over there.
Yeah.
Ready and go!
3 days of darkness?
There we go. Good lad. Right.
With next day delivery on thousands of electricals, you can be sure of a better tomorrow.
Well, there you go. Predictive programming is greatest. What happened? Well, Gdowg, all above YouTube channel, caught the same thing, the flickering sun. Let's watch what he has to see. It goes and goes. This is a cell phone. Just holding steady on the lens. This is no joke.
That's what I'm telling you, man. Look at this shit. It just stopped blinking. It just stopped blinking.
It just stopped. January 7th. Go get it. I'm willing to bet that if you just hold yourself, you're going to see a flicker, man. The sun should never flicker. This has been reported worldwide. Here's the blinking sun. Strange phenomenon being reported global from Universal Tech. 8,000 subs. I'm not even going to play the video. Don't have permission. Let's watch something even crazier, right? Look at this. This is from Zinke. She was on my live stream. Now I'm playing her video. So thank you, Zinke, for this. Look at... Let's watch this video. This was in Las Vegas. Look how dark the sky is here. And you'd think this is the sun, but what's this? She calls it a moving orb. Well, I think I know what it is. But it's definitely far from normal. Now this sun is going to move right into another sun. Not the moon. The moon doesn't move sideways, right? Is it the sun? Is it the second sun? How about 12 to 13 sun simulators in a relay? Huh. That was pretty cool, huh? Just see how it moves right into the sun. How many people could look at the sun and you see two of them? That's because there's two sun simulators that were in a relay. Zinke. Check this one out. This is wild. Big red halo. Not even a rainbow, just red. And there's actually a second rainbow forming. Let's go back here real quick. Right. You could see a second rainbow forming. And I have a theory for that as well. She looks backwards. And the sun had already set behind her. Right? So what do you think that is? Well, hang tight, because I got some crazier footage. It just keeps coming. Yep. In fact, I think I'll show you why that was red. It's because the red Kachina, the gas planet that we captured on this German hotel web camera. We can see at 650. See, this is a live stream. It's not Photoshop. It came in. You can see 630. It flashed, little spot, and then there it is. We can zoom in on it. It had its own light source, and I believe it was showing up right in front of this giant halo of the lens array. Let me show you what I mean by the lens array. Well, according to the my discovery of July of 2016, I thought these were planets or something unusual with these, but then suddenly revealing these giant lenses in space. These are being reported around the world also. Look how it reacts with the sun. The sun lens pedal. I believe they're ultra thin lenses from JPL and NASA. But I want to point out that these lenses have two distinct edges on the outside and the inside. I think that's the reason why we have a double edge. And then we also have the smaller ones here. And these are not just on this one camera, but many cameras. And so we're capturing this around the world as well. Why would they do that? Well, if we have a lens, they can hide planets. They take a lens and put it in front, pull out of focus, ta-da, it disappears. Okay. Well, and look at the footage we have of what seems to be eclipsing from the sun. Look at this series of photographs. It can block out the sun. Amazing. Catching this on this camera too, the same lenses that are appearing. Look at this. So we saw it here. Look, we appear to see the same thing in the skies. We get these sideways rainbows, upside down rainbows. It's getting really bizarre stuff. Bizarre sunsets like this, and like this, and like this. Look at that. Right? So we're seeing it on web cameras around the world. The ability to block out the sun, I think, using polarizing light, acting as mirrors or trade displays. I got all about this stuff. Look at the lens array effect on this Buffalo Skywatcher. We saw this set. Look at this. So here's the sun. This isn't time lapse. Did you guys catch that? Look at it light up these double-edged lenses here. Wow. Again, thank you, Buffalo Skywatch, for that. Did you catch that? Look. Watch this. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? That's a lens right in front of the sun simulator. That's from Buffalo. Folks, this is no joke, man. And their planets are real. Remember this one? We saw this thing coming down from Antarctica. Huge shadow coming down. And look at the shadow over here too, right? That's pretty spooky, huh? What other proof we have? By the way, those cameras from these lenses, we're showing the disappearing moon and also their crazy stuff as well. Before I go any further with this, let me show you some of the other footage I caught. So we have this fiery rainbow here, Mr. MB3 next to the real sun, Stargate. Look, it's the same thing. I keep talking about these lenses. Look, it's got chemtrail clouds, perfectly round, huge lenses. And I've covered this over and over again. I'm so glad many people are waking up to this reality. Next, for your viewing pleasure, we've got prepping for Planet X Comet Nibiru. And for the sake of time, he shows a phenomenal, bizarre sunset. And I guess I'm going to play a portion of it. Because he takes you to the time up here at 6, roughly a little after 6. The sun is set, rising. Keep in mind, this is the moon setting, and we're looking to the west. The sun is rising behind the camera. Okay, so for time's sake, I'm going to play. I'll speed this up a bit. And this thing shows up, right? And then what is this? Okay. Okay, so here's the camera. They're prepping for Planet X. I'm going to play this faster so I can show this. He puts the lines in there showing that this is supposed to be the moon, right? Now watch what happens next. The moon sets. Okay, we see that. Notice, like, go forward in time. The moon is setting. The sun is behind the camera. What are these crazy beams of light coming from the other side of the sun, the other side of the earth? Look at this thing set. If that weren't crazy enough, look at this thing rise here. Looks like we have a light source here, but the sun is behind and already set. Yeah. Well, I just think that's pretty cool. I think this is just as fascinating. Let me show you some more evidence. So this picture was brought to me by another subscriber, and I'm really sorry I forgot who it was, but if you leave your name in the comments, I will gladly give you credit for this. It's hard to the second sun. You can't call that a sun, dog. I mean, you don't even have the halo or nothing. And see, the Nemesis star never goes much above the horizon, just like this. It goes up and it goes down. It just wobbles right there. It's coming at us from the ecliptic plane. Not like what we saw in that other video. We saw one sun move across the other. So, he's tipping it sideways to show you. It's crazy, folks. I thought you would like that. Look how bright that is. Just shining. Remember, those lenses can stop light, like I showed you in those lenses. So I think those lenses too are part of the Project Bluebeam. Oh, and one last thing from prepping for Planet X, Comet Nibiru. Now this swirling debris field. Now if you watch very carefully, it is very mysterious. Because it sometimes like here, let's go, we'll just show the whole footage. Now there you'd think it was a UFO, right? Project Bluebeam. Look, it goes all the way, it's like straightens out and swirls though. So could it be what he says it is? I don't know, man. That's truly not normal though. I mean, Project Bluebeam, maybe it's the way that they're hiding the Planet X system with a set of lasers. You know, it's just pretty strange. Look how bright it is. Equally, I think it could be the debris tail. Whatever it is, man, that's a good catch. Crazy. I can't believe Security Team didn't catch that one. Wow. I think it is the plasma, swirling plasma coming down in a vortex, actually. An expanding, contracting vortex. Huh. That's amazing. So many of you, maybe if you watched the moon disappear, you're acting strange. And how about those lenses I've been talking about, creating these holographic, well, projecting type image, you know, taking a planetary object and pulling out of focus. And in this video, I was capturing it on this web camera from this airport, which has been offline now since July. And yeah, this camera right here, this was captured in 2000. This whole half the camera network is down, right? This is what we get now. If I click on this, look at the date. I get July 25th, 2018, offline ever since. Can't do time lapses, can't do nothing. It's been dead. Says it's offline. 65 cameras available. Do you guys see 65 cameras here? And it says it's online. Online, right? And yet it shows the same old static image. What a joke. Same with many of these. Anyway, let's go back to this video. Okay, so in this video,
And I'm going to zoom in on this moon.
let me mute this. Here's the rising moon. Now, in a series of events, you could actually used to be able to do time lapses, and the moon vanishes almost to nothing. Right? It went from a full moon to almost disappear. Don't think that's strange yet? Wait till you see the moon pass through what I think is the lens array. You missed it. This is the rising moon going right through, I believe, of 3 intersecting lenses. Let me slow that down again. Remember, this is time lapse, so you just have to try and catch. Let me zoom this in for you. Okay, watch the moon rise right through this, and we're going to see it split it in 3 equal parts. Oh, sorry, hold on. Okay, let's watch this again rise through. One more time. This is the moon rising through. I'm going to click this thing one at a time. Watch it split in 3. If you catch it just right, you're going to get this thing split in 3 equal places, right? And that was in my thumbnail, I believe. I'll do it again. You have to watch for it. The moon split in 3 right there. What the heck was that? It was perfect. Anyways, go back and watch the video. It was these cameras are all offline where I caught all this cool stuff. Go figure, right? Oh yeah,
E333 catches another one.
Yep. So we were. That is streaming footage from Webcam, New Mexico. It's lighting up everything. And that black dot, yeah, I explain all that in my Sun Simulator videos, but that's, go back and watch those ones. And I explain the structure of this thing. So look, another pulsing sun in Texas. Uncomfortable truth. I just would have zoomed out on that, but that shows even the texture of the lens array right in front of the sun. And look at this lens array right beside it. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's out there, folks. Just wake up. And I show it was flickering all over the place, man. This lady in Germany caught it too. And some high-speed objects that went in front of the camera too. Just look at this. Remember those fake popcorn clouds? Watch the shadow come across the sky. Right across. I think it's one of the cloaked drone ships. I used to think it was a high-speed moon. But now I know that, see this type of cloud, I call them popcorn clouds. Those are made by the TR3B visibility cloak. Look at the shadow right here. See my cursor? Go back and forth. Goes across the sky. I'm following with my cursor. Goes through the fake sun. And curves up. Look at that. That actually happened, people. It could be a planet. It could be the drone ship, too. And then I showed the flickering sun. Man, this was full of information. You guys really missed. You guys go back and watch this whole video because it just the most craziest things I captured. So I'm gonna wrap this up in a nutshell. So they got the International Space Station putting us on a loop on the same time. We show the Sun Simulator turning off and on from the space station. You know, where the sun's over here, right? This looks a lot like the sun halos we get, right? Isn't that amazing? Then we get, I show how this thing was structured. It's being powered by the other sun, and when there's debris passing in front, then that's why this thing flickers. That's my theory on that. So, please, go back and watch this flickering sun videos and subscribe. come check this crazy stuff out. Go get your camera out. And you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Thank you, marfoogle, for pointing this out. You guys all have a blessed day.